In the past couple of years, GMC has really been going all in on the AT4 line of off-road trucks, and for 2024, it grows both figuratively and literally. This right here is the 2024 GMC Sierra 2500 AT4X. Let's take a first look. Now for 2023, the Sierra HD family got a pretty extensive refresh, so we knew that an AT4X version was coming because the company really is going all in. GMC says that AT4s account for about 25% of total sales for the light-duty trucks, and in the HD version, before we start talking about the styling changes, I want to remind you guys the powertrains. GMC says the AT4X will be available in 6.6-liter V8 in either gas or a diesel option. This one here has the diesel. Now, we don't know the official power figures just yet, but in the regular AT4, the 6.6-liter Duramax delivers around 470 horsepower and 975 pound-feet of torque. It's paired up with a 10-speed automatic. Those of you who don't necessarily want to spend the coin for the diesel can also option for the gas 6.6 V8, which delivers around 401 horsepower and 464 pound-feet of torque. That engine actually is mated to a 6-speed automatic, and then of course, with an AT4X, you're going to have standard 4-wheel drive. It should have electronic locking front and rear differentials. However, we don't know all of the final specs just yet. This vehicle is going to be going on sale sometime later this year, but let's go ahead and close up the hood and talk about the exterior styling, because as you guys saw, this is a big truck. Now, I'm not exactly a tall person. I'm 5'7", but I actually had to go to the side to close up the hood. And if you just look at the grille of this vehicle, you can see it basically comes up to my shoulder in length. Now, the AT4 comes with its own unique styling elements. This right here is just the regular AT4X. Over there behind me is the AEV edition, which also has unique front bumpers, a unique come-up winch. But let's go ahead and talk about the styling changes for this one here. Now, I particularly love the exterior styling changes of this model here. First of all, the HD family got a refresh with these new LED headlights with an LED daytime running light, full LED headlights. You can see this red with the black two-tone combination really looks spectacular. I love it with the functional heat extractors, of course, for the diesel engine. You also have the black front bumper, the black grille, the GMC logo, and then you also have the typical red front tow hooks, which you always see on a lot of GMC AT4 products. But overall, let me know what you guys think of the design and the styling. We'll show you guys the AEV in just a second. Now, this being the 2500, this is a big truck. Now, by big, I mean that the wheelbase of this truck is around 159 inches long. It's around 250 inches long overall. At least that's for the standard truck. We don't necessarily know how much longer this model is with the unique front and rear bumpers. GMC did say, however, that they gave this truck a 1.5-inch suspension lift. Now, if you're keeping score, the regular AT4 Sierra 2500, which is a tongue twister, that has a little over 10 inches of ground clearance. So by the numbers, this should have around 11.5 inches of ground clearance, which should make it among the best in the segment. We also have the Multimatic DSSV dampers. So it's got that special off-road shock because you're going to want to do off-road things. You can see you have a unique wheel on this particular model here. It's a 305 by 70 R18-inch tire. I believe those are a 35-inch tall tire. And you can see, being the 2500, you have these unique tow mirrors. You're going to let everybody know whether you have the diesel or the gas engine option with the badging on the side. And then this model here also gets some nice touches like these power retractable running boards, which are going to help short people like myself get into a massive truck like this. Now, looking at the rest of the side profile, you can see it looks pretty much the same as every other AT4. However, with the unique wheels and tires, the extra suspension lift, it definitely is going to look mean, especially when you look at it from the side profile. Now, at the rear, you can see it's also got the same kind of updated taillight design that we saw on the regular HD. It's got a new full LED taillight design. You can see just getting into the truck, it's got this really nice built-in step. But if you guys need to get into the bed, this model here does have the multi-pro tailgate here, which is going to be necessary because, as you can see, even when you fold something like this down, it's quite a high step into the actual bed of the truck. Now, we don't know the actual payload capacity just yet of this vehicle. I suspect it's going to be a little bit less versus the regular AT4, but as you can see, the truck just looks really mean. Now, over here, I want to show you guys the AEV edition. Now, AEV, of course, as you guys know, is an aftermarket company that is known for really making their trucks or vehicles that they modify even more capable. It has a unique front bumper. It has a unique factory come-up winch over here, which they didn't mention how much this is capable of pulling. I imagine it's a lot. We'll have those final details later on. And you can see with the unique front bumper, it definitely gives it a much more aggressive look, although I personally think the regular one also looks pretty badass. But over on the side profile here, you can see it also has a unique set of wheels. They didn't mention any kind of upgrades to the suspension with making it even higher, but it should also have those same Multimatic DSSV dampers. But overall, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you like the AEV edition more, or do you just like the standard AT4X? Now looking at the interior of the 2024 Sierra 2500 HD AT4X, which is a mouthful, you can see the interior pretty much looks like the standard version of the AT4. There are a couple of key differences. You can see the seats in particular have the unique AT4X badging and also has some unique color combinations here with the contrasting stitching and piping. These seats are also heated and ventilated, and they also offer a massage feature. So remember, AT4X necessarily, or it basically takes the off-road capability of the AT4 and mixes it with the luxury that you get from the Denali. And then just like the regular HD family, you can see it's got the upgraded interior. So we have the 13.4-inch Google-based infotainment system here with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can see it's got an all-digital display as well. It's got all your usual buttons for your heated and cooled seat controls. You have wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. You have built-in GPS. You have Google Voice built in as well. And then the steering wheel, you can see, also kind of has the same look to it with some metal trim. It doesn't have the wood trim that you'll find in the Denali, but I do like how a lot of the metal trim that you're seeing is genuine. But let's go ahead and hop into the back seat really quick because I want to show you guys just how much space that you get with the heavy duty. Now, this being the crew cab configuration, which is the only way you can get the AT4X, I believe, you can see there's around 43.5 inches of legroom back here. Now, this is primarily where I had the seat positioned where if I were to drive this vehicle, you can see there's just so much space back here. I can sit back here and cross my legs. It's got a completely flat floor. Back here, you've got features like heated rear seats, USB ports. You have 2 rear seat air vents. And then you can see the headliner even has like a suede Alcantara material. Sadly, you still can't get a panoramic sunroof in this vehicle. This window also should slide open electronically. And if you fold this down here, you can see there's an armrest with 2 cup holders. It's so wide, you can easily fit 3 people across. And just like the regular Sierra, you can see there's also some hidden storage that you'll find underneath here. And you can also lift this up to find some more hidden storage underneath here. So overall, just like the regular model, it's got a ton of space for families, especially if you want to use this to carry your super tall friends. So clearly, if you guys are looking for the biggest and baddest version of the AT4X family, you're going to want to check out the 2500 edition of this truck. Now, of course, we don't have final details on terms of pricing just yet, but if you guys remember the regular AT4, that starts at around $71,000. If you guys go up to like a Denali Ultimate, that's around $95,000. I suspect this is going to be priced around the same price figure as the Denali Ultimate. So figure $20,000 more versus the regular AT4. That is a lot of money, but remember, this combines the off-road capabilities of the AT4 with the luxury technology features that you guys expect from the Denali. And then if you guys are also looking to pick one of these up, it should be in your local showrooms sometime by later this summer. This will be, again, a 2024 model year. For Redline Reviews here in beautiful Asheville, North Carolina, I'm Sofyan Bey.